Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Green and I'm the coordinator for Longwood Recovers, Longwood's collegiate recovery program for students that are exploring or in recovery from addiction-related issues. Today I'm joined with Madeline Schutt, and she is the Associate Director of Disability Resources here on campus. Hi Madeline.
Hi Ashley, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. Today we're going to talk about recovery allies and what it means to be a recovery ally. So Madeline, you have been you're on our advisory panel, and you've been really involved as a recovery ally on campus. And I was wondering, first of all, could you just tell us what a recovery ally is?
Sure. So a recovery ally is someone who acts as a support for individuals who may be in recovery or who may be exploring recovery. They often provide resources to connect individuals to recovering programs, so like Longwood Recovers here on campus or other areas in the Farmville community, so like NA or AA meetings around. And they truly are there just as a support network or support system.
Okay, and why is recovery allyship important, especially on a campus?
So it allows for students to have that true support and that network where they feel like they're not alone. I think a lot of people in all respects have a hard time kind of finding their niche.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we have something like Longwood Recovers here on campus, it provides students to feel like they aren't alone, that there are other people experiencing or interested in exploring maybe recovery. And I think it's imperative that we offer that so students can be connected to those resources to really help them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also, I want to add that, there is such a stigma around mental health and addiction. And I think that, the more knowledge that we have, I think that that is, being a recovery ally is also just, education, and so,
Absolutely.
the more knowledge that people have about what the disease of addiction is, I think the better we can support our communities. And so I wonder, why is it important to you?
So I would say that it's important to me for a variety of reasons. I have a personal connection where I have seen loved ones struggling with addiction, kind of to mirror off of what you were talking about with mental health. I've always worked in the field with mental health, and so many people feel as though they're judged or they don't have a safe place to go to explore their feelings or kind of to tie it even in with disability. So many students who come into my office will often really disclose a lot of personal information, struggles that they may have with mental illness or other disabilities. And a lot of times they will come up with how they have used drugs, alcohol to mitigate the effects of a variety of disabilities. And so I think why it's so important to me is because I'm truly a helping professional, right? I have that title, but I also have that personal connection where I've seen so many people that I've loved and cared about really battling addiction.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I think, there's very few people that don't have a personal connection to addiction. And it's so ubiquitous, but that's what
Absolutely.
makes it so surprising that, it's something that people are still afraid to talk about. So I think, the more, just talking about it and, that really helps with the stigma.
Sure, like to just normalize it. And I think you're right. Everyone, I mean, regardless of socioeconomic status, race, gender, I mean, it affects and impacts so many families and people that you love and care about. So, like you said, really just normalizing it and making people aware that it's okay. And I think, too, kind of going back to the ally, it's so important that if somebody comes to you and trusts you enough, that you are at least thanking them. I think, thank you for trusting me enough to disclose that information. Now, how can I connect you to some resources? What can I do to help be that ally for you?
Exactly. And understanding that, it's not a personal failure, that
Mhm.
this is, 1 in 10 people have an addiction, and it's very real, and like you said, it transcends, all class, and it's in every community, it's in a lot of families. And so, being supportive to people is so important to help them,
Mhm.
connect to resources. So how can others become an ally?
Real simple, true listening. I think that's the first step. Um, we often, and I'm struggle with this too. We often listen to respond rather than really truly listening, right? And so I think it's imperative that we listen to understand, not just respond. If we have that empathetic listening, if we thank people for coming to us to disclose that information, um, I really think it's great to ask questions, offer support, and say, "What can I do for you? How can I help you?" Um, I think that really normalizes it and makes people feel more empowered that they have someone that they trust that they can turn to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Madeline. And again, my name is Ashley Green. And if you have any questions about recovery, or you are in recovery, or would like to explore, please do not hesitate to reach out at Longwood Recovers at longwood.edu, or visit us in 305A Upchurch. We also have some Recovery Ally trainings coming up. You can find that on our Longwood Recovers Instagram page, and there's a link in our bio to register. So again, thank you so much, Madeline. Really appreciate this. This has been really helpful.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.